Sure. Hello.
Thank you so much.
Oh, really? Thank you so much for joining us today. It really gives us the opportunity to celebrate the tradition, culture, and art of Hawaii that makes Hawaii such a special place. This afternoon, I'll be signing Senate Bill 545 relating to the Festival of Pacific Arts. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but I think it's important to remember that the Festival of Pacific Arts were really created as an opportunity all across the Pacific. There was notice that we are losing the traditional and cultural arts. And the Festival of Pacific's Arts and Culture was really the Pacific's response to ensure that there is an opportunity to celebrate the culture tradition of all of the places around the Pacific to ensure that it's not lost. Senate Bill 545 sets up a temporary commission to plan and implement the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture to be hosted right here in Hawaii. And I just wanted to congratulate Kalani English and all the legislators and Vicky and all of those advocates who were so passionate in bringing this measure forward. The Festival of Pacific Arts happens once every 4 years, and the festival in Hawaii is scheduled for 2020. It will be taking place over 2 weeks in the summer, and will bring together and celebrate indigenous people from the 27 Pacific Island nations represented in the South Pacific community. And most importantly, the host is expected to celebrate and demonstrate the culture and traditions that are uniquely Hawaii. So I'm excited about the opportunity. We expect more than 3,000 performers. I know that our community will put in and very extensive and elaborate opportunity for us to display the traditions and culture of Hawaii. And with that, I'd like to invite Senator Kalani English to say a few words.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you. You know, I'm so happy to see this bill signed today, and thank Governor for joining in the vision of something for the Pacific, by the Pacific. That's what's really important about this particular measure, is that it is Pacific Island peoples doing this for ourselves. You know, the Pacific Arts Festival has started in 1972 and has been moving across the Pacific every 4 years. And the rotation is very strict. Polynesia, Melanesia, Micronesia. You know, that's the movement. So for Hawaii to first secure a seat, and then after all those years of hard work from Mapuana de Silva and Vicky Takamine to secure the seat for Hawaii, and I will add, at private sector's expense, the government up until this point has not supported this particular effort. It's always been the private sector. After securing the seat, after a number of years, securing the very important site. And, you know, I have to say, talk a little bit about the economic drivers. The SPC, the Secretariat of the Pacific Community, which is an intergovernmental agency based in Nomea, New Caledonia, made up of the regional governments. And by the way, Governor, they said we can come and interact with them as well after we did climate change, so thank you.
Oh, thank you.
SPC maintains some very, very good economic data on each and every arts festival every 4 years. And they've told me that every festival has made a lot of money for the host culture and the host region. So we anticipate this to be an economic driver, something that will create a lot of jobs, a lot of income, and also a lot of pride for all of the cultures in Hawaii. I want to take special note for Taiwan as well, because Taiwan has many of you may not know, but Taiwan, the indigenous peoples in Taiwan, recent studies have shown that the DNA and the linguistics and the cultures, the indigenous people are actually the ancestors of most of the peoples in the Pacific Islands. And that's why Taiwan has been participating over the last, I would say, 5 or 6 festivals. And, because their government and their indigenous people both recognize that they are part of the Pacific and their indigenous peoples are related by blood. They're our family to us. With that, I want to say this in closing, that this is going to be a huge, huge joint effort for all of us in Hawaii. And I'm so happy to see some of the faces here and some of the people here, because we'll be calling on you for support, calling on the government for logistical support, calling on our friends in the region, and even our Li'i Trust and other organizations to kick in. At the end of the day, I can tell you that the entire Pacific is excited to come to Hawaii. This is more than just a festival for Hawaii, because really it's with the signing of our climate change bill, Governor, and with this particular bill, we have re-entered the Pacific Islands as a partner, which we have stepped out of for a very long time. And so in my work in the region, as you know, I do a lot of work in the region, all of them are saying 2 things. Thank you for signing climate change, and thank you for doing the Festival of Pacific Arts in 2020. The dates it's Kamehameha Day, right?
June 11th through the 27th.
So we already have the dates, June 11th through the 27th, 2020. So mark your calendars, put that in all of the the big event planning. We have a number of years to do this. But that Kamehameha Day Parade should be one of the best ones we've ever had. So I want to again thank you, Governor. Thank you, Vicky, for all of the hard work. And also thank Mapuana de Silva for sticking through this project for decades. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you. Thank you. Vicky, would you like to come and say a word?
Thank you so much. So on behalf of the community, Native Hawaiian community, who will be the host of the Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture, the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture in 2020, we're so pleased to have the support of the state legislature, both the Senate and the House, and all of you that are represented here to help bring this to fruition. And thank you so much, Governor, for your support of this particular festival. We've been working on getting the festival here for several years, and all of the Pacific Island delegations are very anxious to come to share their talents, to share their art. They're visual artists, performing artists, literary artists. Heads of state will be coming too, so I'm expecting us to host the heads of state when they come here, but issues that are related to all of the things that impact us as island people, including climate change, including the rising ocean, issues surrounding our young people and the preservation of our culture. So on behalf of our Native Hawaiian people, we're so grateful for the opportunity to serve as hosts. When they get here, we host, we house, we feed, we provide ground transportation, and in exchange, most of the performances will all be free to the general public. So all of our lahui and all of our residents here are able to enjoy and learn from them. Cultural weavers together will gather to weave together and invite the public to come in and weave, to make ohe kapala, to share all of their different performing arts with everybody. And we plan to take this not just to the island of Oahu, but to all the neighbor islands, so that our islands, our counties are also part of this celebration of arts and culture. And we as Native Hawaiian people can truly say we're with aloha, that we welcome everyone to come. We expect tens of thousands of visitors as well throughout the 2 weeks. So it's a wonderful opportunity for tourists to learn from the traditional cultural practitioners from each of these 27 Pacific Island nations, including Taiwan. So thank you so much.
Thank
Mahalo.
you. Thank you. You can stay. So Senate Bill 545, Senate Draft 2, House Draft 1, Conference Draft 1, a bill for an act relating to the Festival of Pacific Arts. Is now law in Hawaii as Act 104.
That'll work.
Congratulations.